Have you ever wondered why some people live peacefully and even longer after 70, while others seem trapped in silent misery? The truth is, it's not just about what you do, it's about what you finally learn to let go of. When you reach this stage of life, the weight you carry in your heart often determines how well your body endures. After 70, wisdom is not about holding on tighter, it's about knowing what deserves release. In this video, we'll talk about 5 things you must let go of after 70 if you want to live longer, sleep better, and feel at peace. These are not abstract ideas. They are emotional burdens, invisible habits, and quiet self-sabotages that slowly drain your strength without you realizing it. Letting go of them doesn't mean losing something. It means giving yourself the permission to live freely again. So if you've ever felt weighed down by regrets, disappointments, or old responsibilities, stay with me until the end of this video. You might realize that the secret to a long, wise, and peaceful life is not adding more, but finally letting go. Now let's get started. Number 1, the burden of regret. At 70 and beyond, one of the heaviest weights you can carry is regret, the endless replay of what could have been. Whether it's a missed opportunity, a broken relationship, or something you said years ago that you wish you hadn't. These memories often haunt people in their quietest moments. But the truth is, regret doesn't fix the past. It only poisons the present. Many older adults spend their days looking back instead of living forward. They say, if only I had taken that job, or if only I had been kinder. But if you're still thinking that way at this age, you're using your precious time to water weeds instead of flowers. Regret keeps your spirit anchored in the past. And no matter how strong your body is, a heavy heart will always make you feel weaker. Letting go of regret is not about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about accepting that what's done is done and realizing that you've already paid the price by living through it once. There's no need to keep paying again. You can't rewrite yesterday, but you can decide how you live today. If you truly want peace, start by releasing the should have and could have. Replace them with, I did my best with what I knew then. That's not denial, it's wisdom. Every mistake made you who you are now, and who you are now still has value. I once spoke to an 82-year-old man named George, who said something beautiful. When I stopped trying to fix the past, I started fixing my mornings. He meant that he began every day with gratitude instead of guilt. That shift alone improved his blood pressure, his mood, and even his relationships. Remember this: life doesn't end because you made mistakes. It ends when you stop forgiving yourself. Peaceful aging starts with emotional forgiveness, not perfection. When you let go of regret, you make room for joy, and joy is what keeps you alive. Number 2, the illusion of control. Another thing to let go of after 70 is the illusion of control, the belief that you can still manage everything, everyone, and every outcome. When we were younger, control gave us comfort. It made us feel safe, responsible, and respected. But as life unfolds, it teaches us something humbling: the tighter we grip things, the faster they slip away. At this stage, many people still try to control how their children live, how their neighbors behave, or even how the world should operate. They get frustrated when others don't follow their advice, or when life takes an unexpected turn. But holding on to control in old age is like trying to hold the ocean in your hands. It will always escape through your fingers. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting that peace comes when you stop fighting battles that aren't yours anymore. You've already fought enough in life, for your job, for your family, for your dignity. Now it's time to rest in acceptance. The world won't collapse if you stop managing it. In fact, it will finally start to feel lighter. A woman named Margaret, 78, once told me that she used to call her son every morning to remind him about his medication, his bills, and his diet. She said she felt anxious if she didn't. One day, her son gently said, "Mom, I know you care, but I need to live my own way." That moment broke her heart, but it also freed her. She realized that letting go of control was not losing love. It was transforming it into trust. When you release control, you make space for calm. Your mind slows down, your blood pressure eases, and your relationships soften. Control builds walls, acceptance opens windows. Letting go of the illusion of control allows you to breathe again, to live your days with grace instead of tension. Because the truth is, life becomes far more beautiful when you stop trying to manage it and start choosing to experience it. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, the need for constant approval. One of the hardest things to let go of after 70 is the craving for approval. The subtle need to be liked, respected, or validated by others. In your younger years, you might have built your life around what others thought of you. Your parents, your boss, your neighbors, even your children. But in your later years, constantly seeking approval becomes a quiet prison that steals your peace of mind. At this age, you don't need everyone to agree with. You admire you or even understand you. You've already lived through the storms, the sacrifices, and the seasons that made you who you are. Yet many people in their 70s still bend their hearts trying to please others, especially their children or grandchildren. They worry about being in the way, about saying the wrong thing, about being judged for how they live, dress, or spend their time. But here's the truth: you don't owe anyone an explanation for how you choose to live your life now. Approval doesn't feed your soul, inner peace does. And the day you stop needing others to validate your worth, you start feeling truly free. I once met a 74-year-old woman named Helen who used to feel invisible. Her children were busy, her friends were drifting away, and she thought, maybe I'm just not important anymore. One day she joined a local garden club, not to impress anyone, but simply because she loved flowers. And in that simple act of doing something for herself, she rediscovered joy. She said, I realize I don't need people to clap for me. I just need to feel alive again. When you let go of the need for approval, you reclaim your time, your dignity, and your power. You begin to live with quiet confidence instead of silent insecurity. Approval seeking ties you to other people's opinions. Peace ties you to your own truth. So don't wait for someone to tell you you're doing okay. You already are. Every wrinkle on your face, every scar on your heart is proof that you've earned the right to live on your terms. The only approval you need now is your own. Number 4, the attachment to material possessions. One of the most liberating steps you can take after 70 is letting go of your attachment to things. The house you filled with memories, the closet full of clothes, the drawers of photos, the shelves of souvenirs, they all hold emotional weight. But as time goes on, these possessions start owning you more than you own them. You see, possessions are a double-edged sword. They can bring comfort and nostalgia, but they can also trap you in the past. Many seniors hold on to every item because it means something. But in truth, what means the most is the memory itself, not the object. Keeping every little thing only makes your space and your heart more cluttered. I met a man named Walter, 81, who spent decades in the same house. Every corner was filled with things. His late wife's teacups, boxes of letters, even his children's old toys. He told me he didn't want to get rid of anything because it would feel like losing them all over again. But one day he decided to donate, most of it, to a charity that helped families in need. Afterward, he said something that stuck with me. I thought I'd feel empty, but instead I felt lighter. It's like I made room for life again. The truth is, simplicity brings peace. The fewer things you cling to, the freer your mind becomes. Studies have shown that living in a decluttered environment lowers stress and even improves sleep quality. When your surroundings are calm, your thoughts follow. Letting go of material possessions doesn't mean you're erasing your past. It means you're respecting your present. You don't need a house full of memories to prove that you've lived a good life. The proof is in the wisdom you carry, the kindness you've given, and the stories you can still tell. When you keep only what truly matters, you're no longer surrounded by things. You're surrounded by meaning. And that shift, my friend, is one of the most powerful ways to age gracefully and live peacefully. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, the fear of being alone. Perhaps the most difficult thing to release after 70 is the fear of being alone. Loneliness is one of the deepest pains of aging, especially if you've lost a spouse, friends, or family members along the way. But there's a powerful truth here. Being alone and being lonely are not the same thing. Loneliness comes when we see solitude as emptiness, but peace comes when we see it as freedom. Many people in their later years fill their days with noise, television running all day, unnecessary phone calls, constant distractions, because they're afraid of the silence. But silence isn't your enemy. It's the space where your soul can finally rest. When you stop fearing solitude, it becomes your greatest teacher. You begin to see things you once ignored. How sunlight spills through your window in the morning. How your breath feels when you're calm. How good it feels to make a cup of tea and sit quietly without needing to speak to anyone. You begin to enjoy your own company. I remember a man named Robert, 82, who told me, after my wife passed, I thought I'd never feel whole again. But then I started taking walks alone every evening. The quiet became comforting. I started talking to myself and listening too. I realized I wasn't truly alone. I was finally with myself. The fear of being alone fades when you understand that solitude isn't punishment. It's a gift. It's the time your spirit uses to heal, reflect, and grow stronger. You learn that you don't need constant companionship to feel alive. You just need a heart at peace. When you release the fear of being alone, life begins to feel fuller again. You stop chasing people to fill your silence and start cherishing those moments when you can simply be. You become more grateful, more present, and more self-assured. The truth is, the happiest elders aren't the ones surrounded by the most people. They're the ones who made peace with themselves. And once you find that inner peace, you're never truly alone again. Final thoughts. Letting go after 70 isn't about giving up. It's about gaining freedom. When you release anger, guilt, and regret, your heart becomes lighter. When you stop chasing approval and holding on to possessions, your spirit starts to breathe again. And when you no longer fear being alone, you rediscover the quiet strength that's been inside you all along. Life after 70 is not a downhill path, it's a deep awakening. You've spent decades taking care of others, building, proving, achieving. But this stage of life is about peace, not pressure. It's about joy, not judgment. It's about learning that the simpler your life becomes, the richer it feels. Each thing you let go of creates space for clarity, for laughter, for serenity. You'll notice that your days flow more gently, your thoughts grow softer, and your nights feel calmer. This isn't the end of your story, it's the beginning of a wiser, freer chapter. So take a breath today and ask yourself, what can I let go of right now? Maybe it's a fear, a memory, or something that's cluttering your mind. Because every act of letting go is an act of love. Love for yourself and the life you still have ahead. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us.